Hello, welcome back to the channel. This is Denji. I hope you're doing well, and in this quick tutorial we are going to discuss about how to do buttons, and we are going to do something like this image you're going to see up here. So we are going to also talk about CSS and JavaScript, so make sure to stick to the end of this tutorial. Without wasting much of your time, let's jump right in. So let's start by adding a new file. And we are going to add button tags. And we are going to call our button. We are going to name it Click Me. Control S to save. And then there is our button, but you can see that it is not clickable. So this is where a little bit of JavaScript come in. Okay, on click. Alert. We are going to alert it. You clicked me. Control S to save. Go back to our web browser. Reload. And then when we click on the button, you can see that the alert is successful. You click me. Okay. Now we need to do a bit of CSS on this button. Let's go back to our code. From the header here, we are going to name it. We are going to open some style tag. Okay. So first we want to make this style to be able to identify our button. So we have to add a class is equals to my button. Control S to save. Dot I button. Add curly brackets. Control S. And let's give it a background color of blue. Control S to save. Go back to our web browser, reload, and you can see that our background is blue, and the alert is still working. So let's go back. Let's go more further with our CSS. So we want to give our button no border. So we are going to say border none. Control S to save. Go back to our web browser, reload, and you can see that the outer border is removed. Okay, so now we want to change our text color because it's not that visible. Let's go back to the code, add a color. We are going to add a color of white. Control S to save. Let's go back to our web browser, reload, and you can see that our text now is white. Now let's make the button a little bit bigger. We are going to add padding 10 px by 20 px. Control S to save, reload, and you can see that our button is a little bit bigger. Now we want it to be rounded at the corners, so we are going to give it a border radius of 20 px. Control S to save. Go back to the web browser, reload, and you can see that it's curved up. And so we want so that our cursor, if we hover over this button, it changes to a little cursor pointer. So go back to the code, cursor tab, then we are going to give it pointer. Control S, go back to our web browser, reload, and you can see if I place my cursor on the button, the cursor changes. So we want the button to change color when we hover over it. So right here, press enter, dot my button again, colon, add hover, curly braces, press enter. We want the background color to change, let's say to a dark blue, and let's save that, reload, and when we hover, you can see that the color is changing. Okay, let's change the background color for the whole page. So right about the body, we are going to give it class of I'm going to call it my body. Control S to save. Right under here, press enter, dot my body, and curly brackets, and then we're going to change the background color to a dark purple, dark blue, and do a little of tweaking with it, a little bit of tweaking. Okay, now save, go back to the web browser, reload, and you can see that our background color is being changed. So we are going to add another button. This one is, we are going to add a disabled button. Open button tags, right into the button tags, go disabled, and then we are going to call it disabled button. S to save, reload, and you can see that it's disabled. Okay, now we're gonna add some little CSS, and you can see that if I go back, it's not clickable, and we want to make it so that if I put my mouse here, my cursor, it changes just like how it does with click me. So go back, and we are going to give it a class of my button, and Control S to save. Go back, when we reload, you can see now they have the same they have the same style, but this one isn't clickable. Okay, now we are going to add a button with a link. So open the link tabs by writing A. So we're going to call it, let's say link should take us to Google. Go back to your web browser, search Google, and we are going to copy, Control C, and we're going to go back to our code, write in these codes. We're going to Control V to paste, save your file. Oh, sorry. Go back, reload. Oh, you can see that we added a link instead of a button. So let's fix that. Go back to your code, remove Google, press enter, open button, and we are going to call it Google. Save. Let's take a look at how that is looking. You can see now it's a button, and if we click at the button, it takes us to Google. So we want to give it the same styling as this one. Okay, let's go back to the code. We are just going to give the button the same class as the others. My button, Control S to save, reload, and you can see now. And you can see now it has the same styling, and if we click on it, it still takes us to the Google page. So now we are going to add a button inside the same link with the Google button, and let's call it Google 2. Control S, go back, reload. You can see that there is another button here, so if we click on it, it takes us to Google again because we put it in the same tags like these ones. Yeah, so let's add some little CSS to this button too. We are just going to give it a class too. My button. So yeah, you can see that the CSS has been applied. So in the next video we are going to talk about how to add buttons using inputs and more things. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Until then, bye bye.